First, we want to turn the laptop over. You'll see these vent holes here. Make sure all these are clean. You're going to want to blow this one out with an air gun. You can take an air gun, blow it out. The dust will come out here. That's the first and quick, easy way to just clean it out. The best way is to actually take the whole unit apart. You have to take all the screws out, and then clean the heat exchanger that will go from the CPU to the fan here, which will transfer the heat over. So I'll show you how to take all that apart. So make sure it's unplugged. When you want to do this, you want to sit down, touch a piece of metal or something before you touch the motherboard. You have enough static electricity in yourself to fry about 2 motherboards if you rub your feet on the carpet and then touch the motherboard and cause electrical shock. So we'll be taking this apart. We'll be taking all these screws out here to take this part off and take everything apart there. The last part, usually there's a screw right here in the middle, depends on what kind of laptop you have. But we'll take it all apart, I'll show you where the heat exchanger is, and we'll go from there. I use these small screwdrivers. These are used to take it apart. So various sizes, usually it's a Phillips for everything. Take this, put it in each hole, take each screw out, take this back cover off. You might have to take everything else out too. Just take out all the screws, don't lose the screws, keep them in the safe place. You are going to need to remove the battery. Here's the heat exchanger right here. You can see part of it. It's the brass looking part right there. It's the part we're going to be cleaning. Sometimes they put screws underneath the sticker, so you have to look for screws, hidden screws. There are screws underneath the battery. Make sure not to lose any screws. Like most laptops, this one you need to take apart the whole keyboard, actually take the keyboard off to get to the screws here that hold down the center of the plastic. I pried all this off. You can see there's still something holding it there. So most keyboards you have to take apart, you have to take off this front panel. I stick the screwdriver in this top part, you can see little holes where it will pop off. It just snaps on, so pop it open. Pry along the top, you just take it off. So usually start from this screen spot, start from the screen side, pop that off. The screws are all the same. I put them together. If they're different, make sure you keep track of the screws. You don't want to mix screws up. Some are longer than others, some are shorter, different sizes. And let's see if there's a screw in there. Sure enough, one more screw. So, take that screw out. This is a special one. It's different colored, so I'll put that aside with the CD-ROM. Trim remind me that's where it goes. Now with this, there's still wires connected. So you're going to need to disconnect those. It's a Bluetooth wire here, and there's another wire over here. So these have connectors. You pull them out or flip them up and disconnect the wire, and voila, that's it. Put this aside. So now we're at the motherboard. This is the motherboard of the computer. There's the fan. You want to make sure that's clean, make sure everything is nice and clean, because that's what cools the unit. Do not remove this battery. It'll wipe out your passwords and stuff for the motherboard. So we need to keep digging because we want to get this brass piece right here. And so we'll have to remove the motherboard. Here's your fan unit. You're going to want to make sure this is nice and clean before you put this back in. And this is dirty, this is filthy. This is the dirt. It's clogging up the laptop to make it overheat. So this fan is trying to take the heat out of the laptop and push it out. This dirt right here and dust is preventing it from escaping from the laptop and keeping the heat in. You can see this dust right here, how thick that is. That's blocking the heat from escaping from the laptop. There's a lot of that in there, so I need to remove all the dust just so you can get a better look at what I'm looking at. This is the dust I was talking about, so we need to remove all this dirt and dust from the coils. Once we clean all this out, we'll just take a look at the heat exchanger and make sure that that's clean. You don't need to necessarily clean that every time. The main part is this right here. This needs to be very clean. And put it back together after you're finished cleaning this one. The heat exchanger is under here. You can see it right there, that brass piece. It looks pretty clean. It's attached to the motherboard here, so it's right under there. You can see that brass piece right there. You have to take this part right here, take these screws out right here if you want to take that off. But it looks okay. I think the main problem is just the dust right here. So I'm going to clean all that dust off, pull the screws back in the motherboard, put it all back together, and test it out. I actually ended up taking it all apart, completely taking the motherboard apart. There's another screw here. So I can get this out. I want to take this apart and get the heat exchanger out, this right here. This right here is where all the heat was, all the dirt, and all the heat was being collected. So I'm going to take this apart. After I took it apart, I ended up cleaning the coils on the right with hot water and soap and put it all back together.